Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us back here at Villari Studios of Self-Defense. Today we would like to cover Pinion 1. Okay, so there's a couple of stances, actually 4 stances that we're going to cover today. Some of them we've already gone over, but all of them show up in this form that I talked about, Pinion 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover a little bit of Pinion 1 today. First you need to learn the stances. The first stance that we have in Pinion 1 is, of course, our front position. It's how we begin. From this, we're going to step out. We're going to step out into that strong horse stance that we've become so familiar with. Now, you notice I didn't bring my hands in the chamber because in the beginning of the form we bow and then we bring our fists together like a 3 and 4 block coming together, and then we're going to roll them down into like a 7 and 8 block together. So we go bow, 3 and 4, 7 and 8. Good. Now, from this position, we're going to look to where our next movement would go to. We look to see our bad guy. Now, from here, I'm going to shift my weight. Notice I bring my right hand in the chamber as I shift, and my left hand's going to come up across my chest, and I'm going to turn my body into what's called a cat stance. Now, a cat stance is 80 to 90% of your weight on your back leg. Your front ball of your foot is pressed into the floor. Only 10% of your weight on it. This gives you the ability to block, gives you the ability to kick, it gives you the ability to spring backwards or spring forwards. Cat stance is very important in our training. I'll give you a different angle of it. Our back foot's at 45 degrees. Our hips are nice and square. Our toe of our left leg is pointing forward. Okay? My right hand is in chamber. This can be done from a guard position, tiger claws up. This can be done with a center guard and a fist. A natural movement would be, we move into a guard position from our front position. Okay, so we started in our front position. We stepped out into our horse stance with our 3 and 4, 7 and 8 block. We brought this into chamber, shifted our weight and looked, because we heard something over there. We're acknowledging an attack. We're acknowledging a threat. I turn my body to face that opponent. He reaches out to strike or grab me, so I'm going to step out into that half moon stance that we've been practicing with. So I'm going to step out and I'm going to drop that number what? Number 8 block. We're going to drop a number 8 block right down on his strike. And from here, we're going to half moon forward, heel toe, push and pull like we learned in our basics, and throw a nice solid front punch right to our opponent's chest. Top of the sternum, our own chest height. You could be thinking nose. I like to think center of the body. The head's a smaller target. Center of the body will stop them. Okay? So we're going to go through that again real quick. Or as fast or slow as you like to watch the video. So, we're in our front position. This is the beginning of a form called 1 Pinion or Pinion 1, depending on who your teacher is. I've always known it as Pinion 1. So, we're going to bow, heads up tall, we step out, our 3 and 4 block, our 7 and 8 block, rolling down into those 7 and 8 blocks. I bring my fist up into chamber, I look, acknowledging my attacker, knees are constantly bent, fists in chamber, hands up on shield. I like to tell the kids, put your hand up like a shield, like you've got a shield right here. We can block stuff with it. Maybe this is we're that gladiator. We have our sword in our hand, our shield on our arm. We're going to be here with our shield. Now someone comes in with that attack and we step out and block. Now I'm going to half moon forward, push and pull, throwing that strike. I pull the block back in as I throw that front punch. The block, punch. Now from here I'm going to shift my weight and find my guard again. I'm going to peek over my shoulder. This is going to allow me to acknowledge the person behind me. Now I'm going to find where I want my next stance to go. Notice I've kind of crossed myself up in a corkscrew. From here I'm going to rotate into that cat stance again. I have my left hand now in chamber and my right hand is up on guard, up in my shield. From here I'm going to step out and block, acknowledging that attack of my opponent. Then I'm going to half moon forward, and I'm going to push and pull. Notice that block turns into a push and pull, nice front punch. I look and acknowledge the opponent coming up the middle, shift my weight, turn into a good cat stance, keeping my body nice and square, I sink and block, and from here I'm going to half moon. Once, twice, 3 times. Okay, that's 3 nice solid half moon with a front punch. The front foot's pointing straight ahead, the back foot's at an angle. I feel good about my front to back balance. I feel good about my side to side balance. That's the first half of Pinion 1. I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to practice it a few times. When you come back, you'll be able to have a look at the second half. For right now, I'm going to leave you with the first half of Pinion 1. Now, feel free to go back and review. Review the cat stance. Do different things from the cat stance. Think about your 8-point blocking system from the cat stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel how the hips are square and you're getting to do different stuff. Think about that horse stance, stepping out into that position of strength. Looking at the bad guy, seeing where you're going to next, moving through that cat stance. Bunch of stuff going on here today. A lot of information in this lesson. Take your time. Go through it as slowly as you like. Pick up as much as you can from it. Play it again and again. Practice, practice, practice. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Let's make sure your step's a good, strong one. Okay? Enjoy. My name is David Wilson, Master Instructor here at Villari's of Wellington. Feel free to come back, watch this video again. I look forward to teaching you in the future. Thank you very much.